Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back into the building, people. It's another episode of the EPL review show. It's your boy Jason Gooner. And we're back in the place, people. You don't know. I see the comment already in the comment section. And that's one of the realest comments I've ever seen. As a Liverpool supporter, I understand how tough this show must be for you. Boy, believe me. This week is basically the week. I guess maybe it's better this way. We're not losing the title in the last week or something like that. Um, because it is game over, people. You see it there, it's over underneath the JGTV because that's the reality of life, people. I don't even think it was over today. I think it was over from before this, but I'm going to explain that a little bit later in the show. Big up yourself, Bigs G in the building. You don't know, always a support the thing. Really, really appreciate it, my brother. Yes, it's a difficult one, but it is what it is, people. It is what it is. When you're an Arsenal supporter, it's been years of these type of things. So nothing new at all. Nothing new at all. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up, same way, Bigs G. Yeah, man. Congrats as well. All Liverpool supporters, congrats. I believe that the title is yours. And, you have what? 11 more games to play out, right? So, 11 more games to play. And, Swamptivity reach early, say bug side, Guna. Yeah, right now. I saw it go. We're bug side. We're bug side right now, the truth. We're bug side right now. And, we play two teams that basically, when you look on them defensive stats, them ship the most goals in the league pretty much, Leicester and West Ham. But brother, we play them and it coming like we're playing against some of the best defense, So right now we're outside a true thing here, talk second place trophy. Yeah, bro. How much? Well, I see as a second place trophy. I don't think second secure, even though all the team them pretty much run we lose this week. I still not think that's secure because if we are struggle against Leicester and West Ham, we got more Boca side, we half decent, like a really decent side. Probably get slap up. So, bro, it's gonna be a long rest of the season. I say Saka in a training that alone Arsenal fans can pray for right now. Anyhow, Saka forward. Now, yeah, second place trophy is ours. No, how long may I wait for laugh? Yeah, bro. So it goes still. So it get done. Man City wouldn't even help with. Man, them play like dog doodle. Bless up actually. What go on? Your side not giving no blowout. No chance, brother. Couldn't even draw the game. Arsenal should have buy Tony. Arsenal wouldn't buy Tony because, well, Tony wouldn't forward Arsenal once him get that contract there, Saudi. Tony and him family ever post pick. Man, I live great. Man, not deal with no pressure from Arsenal fans, AFTV. None of them fools. She said, man, I live him life and I playing ball. It's not mathematically over. You never know. No, bro, Big G. We cannot sustain a run with the team that we have right now, bro. Trust me, I watch the two last game them we play. And I scraps we are feed pan in terms of attack. When I no attack. Nothing now go on. Next season, FC. Yeah, bro. Not even next season. Corners FC. The corner them now work. If the corner them there work, but I said, boy, we have a chance, But look like my boy, the set piece coach, from them put the mural upon the wall. Him tactics stuck. Red card FC is back. Yeah. Skelly star. Skelly style that too, when him get the ball in place there. Skelly usually shield the ball and take some touch and man must make a mistake. So why should we help you when we can't even help ourselves? Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can't help nobody if you can't help yourself. That's a fact. Arsenal are chokers. It's always next season. BM. So we are chokers. Yeah. I mean, what you can say to that? I don't know what we necessarily choke this year because Liverpool record in the league would have probably be winning the league every year. One last time having a 27 game, Yeah, bro. I don't know which team would have been beating Liverpool right now. So I don't know what league we choke, because we never had the league to choke it in the first place. Now, other seasons would have say, yeah, we choke, because we have the lead for a bag of time, and we never keep it. But we don't know why this would be why is this choking this season? I don't understand. The title race is over, Liverpool gone with it. I agree, BM. It looks grim. Yeah, man. It looks grim. And not all grim, son. You know? But people, we're up on YouTube, so like the video, share the content as well. Let more people see a Gooner have to do a show like this. This name humility. Cause we still watch football, even though my vibes is broke. But I say from about 10:45 Saturday, my vibes broke from football for about a good 2 hours. Cause I could have seen the writing on the wall in our game. But yeah, we're not rush to show people. We're gonna get to the Arsenal. We're gonna spend time cussing. So let's get the show going right away so that I can leave my opportunity for cuss. But again, like the video, share the video, subscribe as well. Big up CK in the building. What a week of football. Yeah, man. It was entertaining for somewhere euphoric, I would think, after seeing certain results, But let's talk about it all and see which side everybody is on, depending on who they support. All right, so let's get right into the matches, people. So the first match was on Friday. We did the show for this week, or this match week, I should say, on Thursday. So this game was on Friday. This game would have been between Leicester and Brentford. So this game was interesting for all who are, Jamaican fans, Reggae Boys fans, because in the starting lineup, we had a Jamaican on both sides. Bobby Reid started for Leicester, and Ethan Pinnock, back recently from injury, started for Brentford on the back line. So that was interesting just as a Jamaican. But as you can see, Brentford ran over them 4-0. This game was at the King Power as well. And Leicester looks to just not be able to figure it out under coach Ruud van Nistelrooy. Brentford, in the preview show I mentioned, more than likely, Mbouma or Wissa, they hadn't scored in a while. I spoke about how underrated Damsgaard has been this season, and all three of those players played vital parts in the start of this game. Wissa scoring a goal after a brilliant pass by Damsgaard, scooped it around the corner, and Wissa was there to finish. And Boomer then, with his trademark cutting from the right far post shot, made it 2-0. Norgard then scored a header from a Damsgaard corner, and then Fabio Carvalho scored late in the 89th minute. That's how it ended up 4-0. And this game was really and truly I just feel like Leicester had their moments, especially when the game started. Jamie Vardy came close, turned Pinnock one way, then the other way, took a shot, but it was a good save by Flecken, who I've been saying as a of course I'm a Reggae Boys fan, but another team that I support over the years has been the Netherlands, and I've been saying that this guy Flecken needs to start for the Netherlands now. He's been very, very solid for Brentford this season. So I'm hoping that he can get that start in place. Coach, if you're watching this, please do the right thing. But yeah, Mbeumo got the man of the match and Sofa score. And then the stats look like this, people. Expected goals. Brentford had 3 big chances to 1. 14 shots to 8 for Brentford. Both keepers made 3 saves. 4 yellow cards for Leicester on the day. Total shots on target 6-3. So accuracy on the shooting as well from Brentford. Clinical display. Final third. Entries 61-38. So Brentford definitely more on the front foot in this one. Leicester never really could get to cope. Once they cooled down after the start of the game, Brentford pretty much controlled it for the most part. And yeah, they were fully deserved winners. 4-0 real heavy defeat from Leicester at home. So they're not looking good for the rest of this season, honestly. Look like Arsenal put all of their energy on City and Haaland. Yeah, that 5-1 was like all we had left in the tank. Pin up clean sheet. Good look. Facts. Big up Chris Smith. Oh, go on. We're there. Yeah, man. EPL review show. So, obviously, we had the Reggae Boys play. So, let's see. Bobby Reed, 6.1. So, not the greatest day for Bobby. Hold on there. So, what that now? Yeah, that better. Bobby Reed. All right, so I have 45 minutes. He got dragged at halftime. 20 touches, 73% passing. Tried 3 crosses, was unsuccessful. 1 long pass was unsuccessful. Didn't attempt a dribble. 0 for 2 on his ground duels, 1 of 4 on the areas. Last possession 6 times, committed a foul, which he got yellow carded for. Then he had 3 clearances. I was dribble past 1 time. So Bobby getting the hook at half time in this one. And, he was one of 2 players to get subbed off at halftime. Clearly, Van Nistelrooy was not happy with the way the team was playing. Made another sub on 55. So, yeah, he was just trying to find any way to get back into this match, and not really much working for him now. Ethan Pinnock, on the other hand, he was a part of a defense that kept a clean sheet. He had 8 clearances, always heavy on the clearances for Pinnock. 2 interceptions, 2 tackles, but the worrying thing for me can see that he's just getting back into full shape. 3 times dribble pass, 2 of 5 on the ground duels, 2 for 4 on the aerials. Only lost the ball 4 times in 63 touches. 92% passing accuracy, 2 of 4 on the long passes. Yeah, so it's 7.2, solid performance. First time playing 90 minutes in quite a few months, actually. So good signs there. Look to his body look to have held up well. I will definitely look at any kind of post-match commentary that comes out just to make sure that he came through A-OK. Definitely want to see Ethan have a good run of games now, just to get back into tip-top shape. So yeah, that was the 4-0 Brentford Leicester City. We saw the 2 Jamaicans playing, so I just wanted to see. BMC, I think Bobby's best days are over. He's now a decent championship player at best. Well, we'll see about that, BM. I feel like he's such an intelligent player that I just feel like he's one of those players that will probably stay in the Premier League and get on rosters and squads. I think it's at this point of his career, it's going to be tough for him to hold on like a starting place, only because that kind of game changing ability isn't quite there because the pace isn't quite the same. But I just feel like if you need somebody to do a job, I just feel like there's always going to be a place for Bobby Reed in teams, But I respect your opinion just the same. Bless up 876 Jam Rock. We're there upon this difficult show, Yeah, so that is it, people. 4-0 to Brentford. Looking great. But definitely when you put that up against how Arsenal looked against them last week, it's a totally different situation. I don't think we were as dominant going forward and stuff like that. So Yeah, definitely a good performance from Brentford, 4-0, and they took all the points back home. Let's see, matches. So the game on Saturday morning was another interesting one, people. 2-2, this one finished at Goodison Park. It looked like David Moyes was going to smile again since his return to managing Everton, but in the second half, Manchester United showed a pulse and they were able to pull 2 goals back in the span of 8 minutes. And then after that, there was quite a controversial ending to the game, and I wanted to get the people in the comments thoughts on that particular situation there. But this was the 2-2, Beto getting the first goal, and basically it was a corner kick kind of scramble, and Man U struggled to actually get it cleared. And when the ball bounced back into the box, Beto was in good position to swivel and finish off his left foot, make it 1-0. Then the second goal, good play in the defensive third from Everton. Doucouré was able to collect the ball, play it wide, and then a brilliant pass by Lindstrom down the line to Beto, who cut it inside to Harrison, who shot, saved by what's his name there, Onana. And I don't know what Harry Maguire was really doing, but he seemed to just be stuck on the ground, never really ran a challenge to head the ball away. And then Doucouré ran in and headed it in. Basically, Onana was helpless at that point. So 2-0 to Everton. I thought Manchester United did decent to end the half, but didn't find a goal. Then when it came out in the second half, I thought Everton was slightly better until that stretch of play where Manu was able to find 2 goals. Bruno Fernandes scoring a nice free kick just on top of the box, and Ugarte with a nice finish on the top of the 18, taking it off his chest after a weak clearance, and then volleying on his left foot to make it 2-2. But in injury time, people, there was a penalty given on the field, and the ref was instructed to go and look at the VAR to see if this is really a penalty. Now, people, I want you guys to tell me. Just put in the comment section, was that a penalty on Ashley Young by De Ligt and Maguire? Because I don't even know who them was looking at, who fouled him. But both players, had hands on him trying to go and get the ball to finish it. Do you think it was the right call to take that pen away? So I see CK said no pen. All right. So no penalty, says CK. Let's see. Pinnock got his first start, got drove past 3 times, but got 90 minutes. Yeah, that's the one thing that happened in that game is just, and it was, I think 2 of them definitely happened early in the game. But yeah, CK, that is it. I feel like that went against Ashley Young for sure. But I've always said, like, most English players, they don't really get the art of I guess drawing contact. Like, it always looks so unnatural and forced, like them don't really have it, like the South American them. Good game from Rupert, said BM. Leicester, Southampton, Ipswich will all lose this week. Sounds like a good week for United. Would laugh, but unfortunately I can't right now. Young would have gotten the penalty if it wasn't for the theatrics. Yeah, because honestly, okay, maybe that's not the right question. Do you think he was fouled? Yeah, man. Young just force all him foot in it and all kind of something. Just go down, brother. Because you got pulled first by the leg, then him let go, and then Maguire start for pull you. So you know, just fall down, brother, where you fling back your foot and dive forward and all kind of madness. Because to me, it was a clear pull. Like, I know sometimes them say, some contact is not enough contact and all that. But bro, the man pulled him shirt. Like, he might try run, forget the ball, and him shirt I get put, like, you can see the distance of the shirt from his, like, actual skin. So I don't know, people. Ashley Young did look stupid falling down, though. I'll give the chat that for sure. Because It looked stupid. It just did look stupid. But this game was entertaining for sure. This 2-2 game. Everton, as I said, looked like they were going to win the game, but Manchester United showed a pulse. I have to give them the credit because they could have easily laid down at 2-0 and just say, "Yo, we're going to lose again," and I said, "Go." But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. So in this game, United had more possession, but the expected goals definitely in favor of Everton. They had 4 big chances to United's 1. It was even on shots, nine apiece. Onana had a very good game, actually, 6 saves. He had a save in that second half as well. I think he was crossed in from the right, and the core caught it on the half volley. Ooh, what a sweet strike. And Onana with a good reaction save to parry it wide or parry it away. 8 shots on target for Everton to 3 for Man United, though. Let's see the entries. Touches in the area, Everton, okay. They missed 3 big chances. United missed their only big chance. Final third entries pretty even, 56 to 55. So yeah. Honors even at the last game against Manchester United at Goodison Park. You know, if you had watched the first half, you would have thought that Everton can't lose this game. You know, only 0.04 expected goals for United, no threat. And then the second half, they finally, as I said, showed a pulse and started to play well. Xerxes had a 5.9. My gosh. He did miss a big chance. This one. No, this one. Yeah. Oh, what was this one? It was blocked. 0 for 9 on the ground duels. Jeez. And dribble pass twice and miss a big chance. So you get a 5.9, people. Bruno man of the match. 8.8. Garnacho was decent off the bench. Dorgu Ugarte with a good goal. Guaya. Chido get a run out. Big man ball game this in a Chido. Think youth ball. Pickford. Some foolish. Yeah, so people, Everton, Man U, 2-2. People them say no pen. The foot in the air sold it, yeah. Jason Gooner, my spirit, Harris score and assist. What do you think about that player? I think that player is very good, and I think that if that player has his paperwork and passport, then he needs to play for Jamaica like ASAP. Good age, I think he's what, 22, 23, Chris? Yeah, man. Every week, we check up on them side and see what I go on, see what he's up to. I think he would have been Penn, but Young ruined it with his extra help. Yeah, for real. Bless up float. What go on, bro? But there, you know, Everton kept the game 2 open after going 2 up. Yeah, I guess you could level that at them. I feel like it's been Moyes' MO with Everton right now. Is like him just want them play high energy football, and sometimes that does lend itself to leaving yourself a little more open, you know. But I agree with you, CK. I mean, you have to find that balance, especially when you have the 2-0. But I always hate when people say it's the most dangerous lead in football, 2-0. Because I'm like, wouldn't one be more dangerous? Because there's 1 goal to draw. But this would have been a good example of that because it's 2-0. So in a way, it's like they were thinking so much like if we can just get that 3rd goal, it finish. But when you play like that, you always leave yourself open to conceding that first one. And then once they conceded, Manchester United confidence grew, and their confidence went away, and the game they were really on the back foot for long stretches at the end of the game until that call at the end. So yeah, CK, you make a valid point there. Them could have find a better way for ease up the thing. Or am I 22? Same thing. Yeah, so as long as him have all them something there, Chris, then yeah. And if I will ask about the player, because I know sometimes they in the press conference them, so you can ask if them not talk to player, So yeah, that is it, people. Everton, Man U, 2-2. Good matchup. All right. Next game. Jeez, I'm about to reach it already. Arsenal versus West Ham, people. So as you can see, West Ham 1, Arsenal 0. Jared Bowen in the 44th minute getting that goal. And that goal was really ridiculous because Wan-Bissaka pick up the ball basically, waimed up on the screen right there. And the man just dribble up the whole wing. Calafiori, for some reason, well, not for some reason, but I know he probably knows that Wan-Bissaka is faster than him, so he doesn't really engage, try to stop him at any point, really. Him just keep jockeying back, jockeying back, jockeying back. Eventually, Wan-Bissaka get all the way to the byline. Now, I should have pulled up the tactical pad to show you this, but basically, Jared Bowen make a run from way in his own half, basically. And him run, because Wan-Bissaka run faster than everybody. So him kind of run well left everybody. But by the time you get to the byline with the ball, like people running into the box now. And Jared Bowen, of course, runs the furthest towards the goal. And Saliba, because when we lost the ball, basically we had 3 defenders back. Calafiori, Gabriel, and Saliba. Timber was playing up the field inverted, doing him thing. So what happened was Calafiori got pulled out to the wing further, which meant Gabriel had to come a little bit closer to Calafiori. And now Thomas Partey's run back, and Saliba was kind of wide, covering the right-hand side. So now Partey is in the middle of the defense. Saliba does not really sense the danger nearer to the goal and really can't leave his duties on the back post because there are runners coming in from the back post. So Partey really isn't responsible now for that middle section right in front of Raya. But Partey falls asleep as Bowen goes past him. Gabriel, inexplicably, to me, it looked like the man could have walked out the ball by himself, but him kind of like move. I don't know why he move out the way. Bro, Jared Bowen just running clean. Nobody not stop him. Nobody not track him. Nothing. And just bought the ball in the goal. Raya couldn't do anything about it. So that was 1-0, and that was really right before halftime. So it was like the worst time to concede. And then honestly, I didn't really have much confidence that we were going to be able to find it because it was clear from early in the game that Nwaneri wasn't really like on it like he has been the last few games. And I understood why we kept trying to play and persist with him, because even though he wasn't at his best, he probably has a moment in him to play a pass in behind or play a cross or take a shot that scores or causes a rebound or something. So I get him playing, but basically he ran himself out the game. Ended up getting a slight knock, was limping off the field when he came off. He didn't have his same effect on the game. I thought Trossard was probably the best attacker on the day for Arsenal. And, he had a lot of almost moments, just not quite getting it right in the final third. But a lot of his approach play, build-up play was really good in this game. Marino didn't have the same effect starting that he did coming off the bench against Leicester. Looking back at it, would it have been better to just start Sterling anyway? And just know that you have that different look when you bring on Marino now. Like they've been used to players dropping in, linking up the play, not really necessarily, that having that threat from crosses, then you bring on somebody who's a threat from crosses. It just changes that look that the defense has. But they didn't do that. They didn't decide to do that. So Marino started, and what ended up happening, I thought, at the end of the game when it really needed freshening up, look at the options that we have here. I guess we could play Nathan Butler Oyedeji because he's an attacker at least, but he has no experience. So you're really gonna throw him on late. It's Jorginho, Kieran Tierney, or Jakob Kivior, not necessarily any of those players you would bring on looking for a goal. So, look, this game, what it really showed is how naive the Arsenal board and the Arsenal hierarchy were in this January transfer window. Look, you can say all you want about the summer not being that big of a splash, but to lose Jesus and Havertz, so that's the two strikers that you have, right? Also then lose your two starting wingers, Saka and Martinelli. And and this happens all during the time when transfer window is open. And then you go through the whole window, you get to even the last week. And you don't do anything about that situation in the squad. Then days like this is what happens. A day where clearly we needed something to change, and we literally just didn't have anybody to change the game on the bench. Raheem Sterling is probably the only person that was on the bench in this game that you could say, okay, attacking wise, he could come on and change the game. Now, we know he struggles with confidence right now, not playing his best football. But, I don't know. We had to do something a bit earlier. I also was a bit surprised that Declan Rice came off in the 56th minute, because not that he was having this great game, but I just feel like when he's a player of the stature that he is for Arsenal, I don't know if it sends the best message on 56 minutes to take him off. Now, I guess it was tactical because Zinchenko came on, and Zinchenko did all right. He found pockets of space and connected the play and thing, but it wasn't, I don't know if it was so like the changes that would change the game, changing your left midfield and your left back. If you're going to change something at that point, bring on Sterling. Whoever you take off, bring on Sterling. Marino can go play midfield. So put him in a midfield from that point. And he can still drive and be in the box, but he's more the better player to hold on this position. I don't know. The problem really wasn't this coach, though. The problem, I don't think, is the coach. He is a problem, but on this day, the problem was the board are idiot. Look on this list. Jesus out, Tommy out, Havertz out, Saka out, Martinelli out. So that's basically, 3 of those players start. And one is very important off of the bench or starting sometimes. So, and those are all attackers. It's not like we have a one defender out, a one midfielder out, and 2 forward. It's literally 4 attackers out. And this situation has been there since the transfer window, and they've never done nothing about it. So, believe me. Big up Jason. This week, separate the winner from the donkey. Rob Spitzer, Arsenal suck, bro. Big up Jason and subscribers. This week, separate the winner from the donkeys. Yeah, man. Look at you tired, man. Yeah, bro. 1 year boss. Yeah, man, he hit a wall, Liverpool to the world. Travis all show up. Travis not show up for them show, yeah. Barely, man. Man just know say a Gooner have a show. Say more come, you'll never walk alone. Hey, I have nothing to say, Travis. Congrats, boss. Congrats upon the league. Arsenal losing to West Ham in a title race. It's the history of the Arsenal. No signings in January. Yeah, bro. Look, like a team like City, where pretty much done final the league from ever since. Man, them still go out and spend a good 200 or whatever them spend. They even matter the amount. Them just buy some player. And good players at that. Marmoush look like he's gonna be a solid player in the league. But the midfielder with them buy, solid player as well. You know? So, Kusanov, jury's still out. Feel like him kind of get thrown in at the deep end this season, so it's tough for him, but him look like a decent little player as well. No, it hasn't been a race. It hasn't been a race. They've always had us at arm's length the whole time. But I'm just saying, like, even if it hasn't been a race, Rob, teams that are not in the race, like, at all, or not even, they're just not in the race, like City been way back, them man, they still show some ambition and buy some player. And this foolishness about you can't find no player and this and that. Marmoush was there available, brother. What Marmoush wouldn't fit Arsenal? He would have make Arsenal worse? Like, I don't get it. This man love these versatile attackers who can play everywhere. Which position you see Marmoush don't play yet for City? You see him on the right, on the left, behind the striker, as the striker. Him play everywhere. Yeah, man, Gunners. People have to laugh, bro. But we never do nothing in this game. We never deserve nothing in this game. Miles Lewis Skelly, professional foul last man. This one won't be rescinded, Miles. So I think you have to sit out for a 3 game now. And it was a red card. I mean, him lose the ball to Kudus and Kudus was gone. Just David Raya was there really after that. So yeah, he got a yellow and then they told him to go look at it and he got the red, which was deserved. And yeah, I couldn't even say we huffed and puffed and tried. We came close a few times, but it wasn't enough. I mean, the expected goals were a little bit higher for us, but they had a pretty decent amount, over one. Both of us had one big chance. We had 20 shots to their 5, but most of those shots were not troubling Areola in goal. Yeah, only 2 shots on target. So literally pure foolishness shots were taken. They scored their one big chance. We missed our one big chance. We had way more touches in the area, but didn't do nothing with them. Look at the territory. We're in their third, more than anywhere else on the pitch. Upon them final third pass. Not one of them they could have created a huge opportunity or can finish. Final third entries 71 to 42. But none of that stuff matters. The most important stat on this whole entire page, 1-0 to West Ham. 1-0. So yeah, that was it. Ben White came real close at the end. That just missed wide. Them shot them, man. XG low. Yeah, Trossard. What about the one that him shoot and he gets saved? Yeah. This one. Almost wrong foot him. Sterling with the free kick. Blocked. People, we never do enough in the damn game. The man barely did anything in the game. What a ball by Wan-Bissaka though. Perfect cross. Jaja. So yeah, that is it, man. Season finito. But the season been finished from January 31st. Because Arsenal again never show no ambition. And Yeah. Even if Villa never spend money, them do some loan and try to get something, and them take on some wages. So yeah, them spend money with the loans. But look there. Look how Villa win the game. We'll soon get to Villa game. Kusan have started bad, but he was probably our best defender today. Fair enough. Why buy Marmouche? Yeah, bro. There's nothing that makes sense. Time for a change. Arteta out. Yeah, I mean, look, he's had enough time. Him spend enough money. Maybe the board look on it and say, yo, we're not back you in January because do nothing with the team from yesterday to January. We make we think we want to spend more money on your player them. Maybe that is it. Who knows? If that is it, then that's crazy. But then it might have gone in the summer. Then if that's why they never spend money in January, you still have UCL, man. Pfft. Yeah, right. I bet you will lose to who I play PSV. Or will lose. Swear. Bro, how we gonna beat aside? Look on this. Look on this, bro. These two players are good. One area and this guy is good. Like really good. And Marino ain't a bad player. But playing in this position is a bad player. Trust me. It worked in a little spell. When forward off the bench against Leicester. Different things, different threat. But from the first minute, people them figure him out in about 10 minutes. Whereas if we get a break or something like that and him have to drive the ball forward or dribble the ball, joke thing. Play a shutdown. But yeah, Arsenal goes down, people. 1-0. West Ham United, big up on yourself. Second year in a row on a beat we at our own ground. I don't know what kind of curse these people put on us. Another game that went different than what people thought. 1-0 to Wolves. I did say in this game that Bournemouth would win the game 3-1. And the only reason why I gave Wolves 1 is because of the match winner himself. Mateus Cunha, this guy been on fire. I think that's what I'm scoring 4 straight games now. One of a few strikers actually that really, doing their thing right now in the league. But yeah, Mateus Cunha again getting another goal. And that proved to be the only goal that they needed in a 1-0 victory. Now, right before that goal, there was a red card given to Zabarni, a really nasty challenge, caught late, and got a yellow on the field, but it was upgraded to a red. So they were down to 10 men, and then Cunha scoring shortly thereafter that. And Wolves, Bournemouth, tried, but Wolves really had the better of the game once they had the man advantage, and they were good value for their victory. They had a higher expected goals, created more big chances, took more shots, had more shots on target as well. So Wolves definitely deserved it, and it was a big win for them. As you know, Wolves been kind of, hovering right around that relegation zone. This was a big result for them to get them a little bit further away to a nice safety. But yeah, in this particular one, I thought Wolves utilized their man advantage well. I think they did a decent enough job controlling the game. Bournemouth, you're not going to be able to shut them out even with 10 men. So they did create even down to 10 men when you look at the second half, but definitely when the game was even, they were doing a lot more. But to Wolves' credit, Wolves really did deserve to get something out of the game. Even in that spell when it was 11v11, I thought it was pretty even and they were doing well. Arguably maybe we're even the better team. But yeah, Bournemouth just didn't quite turn up on the day, and Wolves was the hungrier team, I thought. And they were able to pull it off. And then once they got the advantage, they were able to get the goal and see out the game. So a big result. I guess you could say a shocking result, based on how Bournemouth had been playing in the league lately. But I'm seeing that a lot of these teams that have been hovering around the European places and stuff, it seems like they get more up for the games against the bigger teams. And, maybe that random game you're not thinking about is where they struggle. And that was the case with Bournemouth against Wolves, and definitely a bit of a rash decision by Zabarni to even attempt a tackle like that. And that really cost them on this day. So 1-0 to Wolves, big result for them away from home. Another one that went down is similar. The away side again getting the 3 points. Crystal Palace beating Fulham 2-0. Anderson with a own goal from a set piece on a corner, and then Munoz with a beautiful goal, sending Bassi for lunch or something, and then finishing with a power shot that beat Leno on the near post. But have to talk about the run that went before the pass was played to Munoz by Mateta. Sometimes those big strikers, you don't really see them pull off those type of plays, but he showed really good agility, beating a few players, sending it wide before Munoz got to it, and then Munoz, great composure, act like he was gonna cross, sent Bassi to defend that cross, then beat him down the line, and a rocket near post shot to the roof that Leno just couldn't do anything with. So if Leno goes, we can just wait for Amarim. Yeah, never expected that this game also decided the teams be relegated. Yeah, Man City had no choice but to spend it in January. They could be banned from signing new players this summer, maybe even for a year. I don't know I don't care what it was, but Arsenal had all kind of reasons to buy. All kind of reasons, bro. About 4 of them actually. 4 injured reasons. Yeah, so Crystal Palace, as I say, got the better of them 2-0. This one was a good one as well. I thought that, Fulham, another team that just, I don't know, it's like sometimes them just don't turn up the same. In this particular game, they just didn't really provide any attacking threat. Credit to Crystal Palace, they defended well. I've always said that, these 3 in their system, that centre back kind of trio, one of the most athletic in the league, and they can handle a lot of situations that maybe some defenses wouldn't be able to handle. Munoz continued his goal and assist run on the right. That Mitchell was solid in this game. Hughes been playing really consistently in this season for like this stretch of the season. And Eze was more of an influence than he has been since returning from injury in this one. Fulham, as I said, just didn't turn up on the day. Players that they would expect to do more, I don't think they did enough. Really don't think they did enough. So that was it, people. Crystal Palace got the win. Mateta thought he had scored, but I think he was offside at one point. But he did get the assist, as I said, on that brilliant pass to Munoz after his brilliant run in his own half, and then set free Munoz, who did the rest. So 2-0 to Palace, good result for them. Fulham with another home defeat. Haven't really had the best of it at Craven Cottage of late. So yeah, it's up and down at home for them. Sometimes they get the big result, and then other times they don't quite turn up. I remember the other day I had picked them to do something against a bigger team, and my whole line of reasoning was every time I see them play one of the top teams, them play them best. And this game, obviously, Crystal Palace, no disrespect, you're not one of the top teams, and Fulham, just could not replicate or duplicate that performance that they did against some of those top teams already this season. So 2-0 to Crystal Palace, good result for them. Then Ipswich, they also look like they might be having a tough time staying in the Premier League this year. Yeah, that's what I said. Band, bro, the man them not beat them charges. Are saying there, you never walk alone. Big up yourself. Fulham just love mess up my predictions. LOL. Yeah, bro. Fulham. I have been wrong on Fulham a lot this season. What's your thoughts on Mateta overall game? I like his overall game. I mean, yeah, he has his limitations because he's not the fastest in the world. But he's not slow. And I think his footballing IQ and intelligence of movement make up for the lack of like raw speed, you know? And he's technical, bro. He's technical for such a tall person, big person. Um, sometimes when you're tall like that, because it don't look as smooth, people might just make it seem like you don't have like great touch and thing, but I think his touch is top. I think his touch is top. And I just feel like he's a player, if you put him in a team that create chances and stuff, he's going to score. So yeah, I mean, I think he's good, man. I think he's underrated. People don't really talk about him like he's no top striker, but I think he's good. Like when I was watching him at the Olympics, that's what made me like open up my mind to how he can play, because Henry was using him a little different. Like he was using him like doing more floating around and stuff. And I was like, damn, him can do everything. He can drop off, pass the ball, play through pass and everything there. So, when you see a player given more of a responsibility and you see him handle all the responsibilities, in my eyes, it make him level go up to me in my eyes. And that's what that Olympics France team did for me and Mateta. Because you always see him playing like straight out number 9, like in the box and stuff. But even this season, you can see his game evolve. Like the coach probably was like, yo, get more involved in the gameplay. Like drop back sometimes and, make some 1-2 with some player and just get us going. And that's basically how the second goal scored. He must drop back deep, him win the ball, make a good, nice, mazy run. See the player down the left, him curl it round there, and Munoz was in. So yeah, I agree. Football intelligence is top, 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 top. Spurs wins 4-1. Spurs next fixture. Boy. So 4-1 to them. Omari slapping a nice goal. Cut back by Jack Clark, finished off by Omari. In the start of this game, I don't know how Ipswich never scored one or a few goals. I mean, they were like all over Spurs in the beginning of the game. Then Spurs kind of got into it a little bit. Son started to get free on the left side. Ben Godfrey was struggling over there. I felt sorry for Ben Godfrey at points in that first half, especially. Um, yeah, see, he came off at halftime. I didn't even realize he came off at halftime, but I understand why the coach would have. He was struggling with Son over there. But yeah, Son had 2 assists. I think they both came against Godfrey actually in that first half, because they had goals from Brennan Johnson twice, set up twice by Son. So in the 18th and 26th minute, and then Jed Spence, the player that unbelievably, I'm hearing people saying good. Yeah, he had another big performance, 7.5, had a goal as well, played the full game. 5 of 7 ground duels, lost the ball 12 times in his 71 touches, 87% passing accuracy. Tried a long ball, was unsuccessful. 1 shot on target, he attempted 2 dribbles, was successful on both of those. And defensive wise, he had 1 clearance, 1 interception, 1 tackle. So yeah, big match. Just basically fitting in with a lot of big matches he has played of late for Spurs. Tuchel has been going around to a lot of the games. I'm saying, please try to get Jed Spence to play for Jamaica. Let's see if Tuchel has him in his thoughts coming up in the next international window, because he's been one of the most consistent players from England that can play left or even right back as well, of late. So Jed Spence, I don't know, but Omari as well. We know that he can play for Jamaica. We have seen that he's already, at one point seemed like he was destined to play for us. That destiny is a bit more unclear right now. But at the same time, I always follow the player because I know that he still has a chance to represent us. 90 minutes played, 1 goal, really nice finish from the top of the box, just inside the box. But the curl he put on that ball, it was heading towards the keeper and just kept curling away from the keeper into the corner. Really good shot. He had 47 touches, 3 key passes with 88% accuracy. On all of his passes, he tried 5 crosses, was successful on 3. attempted a long pass, was successful. He also created a big chance on the day, which wasn't converted. 2 shots on target on the day. He had 2 shots blocked. Tried 2 dribbles, was unsuccessful on both. He was 3 of 9 in his ground duels. He lost the ball 11 times in his 47 touches. He committed 2 fouls, was fouled twice, was offside once, and did complete 1 tackle in the game for a 7.5. So Omari Hutchinson, Jed Spence, 2 players that can represent Jamaica, still eligible. Also, Ben Godfrey can represent Jamaica as well. Ben Godfrey did not have the best game, I have to be honest. Son definitely proved to be too much for him on that wing on the night. Or on the day, I should say. But yeah, 4-1 to Spurs. Kulusevski also had a really nice goal to top it off, the 4th goal. Trademark curler with the left foot. Almost passed it into the far post, off the post and in. So 4-1 to Spurs. They got the victory. I did predict all dirty Spurs to win. So yeah, I got that one right. That was one of the few on Saturday that I got right. Then we have Southampton and Brighton. This is another game at 10 o'clock in that window of time when the most games usually played on a Saturday. This was another 4-0 victory. So a couple of 4-0s this week. Brentford over Leicester and Brighton over Southampton. Brighton getting goals from João Pedro, Ruta in the second half, Mitoma and Hinslewood all scoring in the second half for a Brighton team that definitely dominated this fixture. Southampton, probably one of their worst games, Good value for the 4 goals as well. 3.97 expected goals is a lot. 10 big chances they created in the game. Ridiculous. Schoolboy defending here from Southampton, to be honest. 12 shots on target, so they were definitely finding the target as well with their shots. They missed 7 big chances, so you have to give the keeper some credit for keeping them in the game. Of course, the keeper is Aaron Ramsdale. Conceded 4 goals, but still had a 7.8, so that should tell you something there. And we'll go back to the statistics now. Final third entries, 47 for Brighton, 43 for Southampton. So yeah, definitely a beat down by Brighton. Really good finishes as well from Pedro and Mitoma when they had breakaways. Hinslewood scored from a set piece where the ball just kind of fell to him and he did a good job to finish. And then Ruta, after some good work from Minte, getting down the byline, crossing it in, and Ruta was able to slot it home from about 6 yards out. So that was a 4-0 win for Brighton, getting back on track. Good result for them. João Pedro back to what looks close to his best. Haven't really seen that from him since his little injury that he had this year. So good to see there. But for whatever reason, every time one of these 2 players come back, the other one gets injured again. Because I think Danny Welbeck was not on the bench for this game. And he recently had returned from injury before. So when Welbeck was out earlier in the season, Pedro was playing, and then Pedro was out and Welbeck came back, and now Pedro looks to be back in form and no Welbeck. So let's see how it goes moving forward. João Pedro though looks like he's back in form, and also have to mention as well, Mitoma has been on form for a few weeks now. Much better form than he was earlier in the season. So some of their better players finding form, which is always what you need as a team. And Southampton, yeah, they pretty much know that they probably have 12 more games in the Prem and then they're back in the Championship. And then the last game of Saturday was a really, really good one. Aston Villa beating Chelsea 2-1. Enzo Fernandez opened the scoring in the first half after some really good work on the flank by Pedro Neto. Crossing it into Fernandez for a tap-in, and then Asensio with the brace in the second half. Both goals provided by Mr. Marcus Rashford himself. The 2 loanees combining to score 2 goals and give them the victory against Chelsea. So Asensio getting 2 goals, both supplied by Marcus Rashford. So talking about no players available, even if you don't have money, could have loaned out somebody. This was the expected goals on the day, very even, 2.33 to 2.3. 3 big chances apiece by each side. Yeah, this was a good game, people. Passes pretty close. Very evenly matched teams, I think. Then they had the shots on target, one in favor of Chelsea, 7-6. So they outshot them and had better shots on target, more shots on target, I should say. Big chances missed. Both teams missed 2 and scored 1. And then final third entries, Aston Villa 55, Chelsea 50. So a lot of these stats very, very close on the day. Could have gone either way, but on this day, it did go to Aston Villa. Now, one of the main reasons why you have to say Chelsea have their issues, 2 of their goals were basically errors. So Colwell made a mistake, which is getting, too frequent. Actually, no, it wasn't Colwell. I know one of them, Jorgensen, should have saved the second goal. But who made an error in the first goal? Oh, it was Malo Gusto. Yeah, because wow, they call that an error. That's tough. When him try clear the ball, when him try reach the ball and it kind of flick up in the air. That's a tough one, people. But Rashford did well to keep his concentration and make sure get that ball across to Asensio. Jacob Ramsey started, but he came off at halftime. Rashford came on. Then later in the game, Leon Bailey finally appeared again. Had a 6.9 to end out his game as well. Good impact to come off the bench. 13 minutes, 63% passing, 1 shot on target, 1 dribble was successful. 1 of 1 ground duels, lost the ball 4 times. So Leon Bailey got a cameo off the bench, which is good to see. He had been out. I think he missed the midweek game, so good to see him back in the lineup. Marlon came on as well, but Tyrone Miggs had to leave the game again. Looks like his knee was flaring up as well. But Rashford did really well off the bench, 8.3, and Asensio 8.6. So the two loanies people that Aston Villa got to try help them with whatever they have to do this season, because they are still in the Champions League as well. They turn up big. So that just goes to show you right there what the deal is. Let's see what the people them must say about Jed. Is he related to Drew Spence? I don't know, maybe. Not sure. Back to the championship for Ipswich. Hutchinson better don't return to Jamaica. Keep waiting on England. Bro, I disagree with you. Omari need to forward like next window. Ben Godfrey looks unfit. I don't know if he's unfit, man. I just feel like Son just twist him up today. You think if Arteta's barley made, he will do better or his luck will be better? I don't know, brother. He's coming to play for us, Omari. I don't know. I don't know. I hope so. Nitro said no, he's going to the Euros under 21 this summer. Okay. Jed Spence is in England 50-man provisional squad. Is that facts or that's just what he's saying? He's a very good right back. Yeah, he can play either one. But he been playing both still. I was gonna say he been playing right more than left, but this game start on the right and then finish on the left. I bet Godfrey declare for Jamaica would have 100 reasons why it's a good call up. Rob Smith, yes, Godfrey will gain his fitness. Stick with Spence. Don't want to hear Omari and Jamaica in the same sentence. You just have to understand when the woman don't want you. Oh God, Rob Smith. You hurt, Rob? Oh boy. Like Oli and Bailey did not want us. True. Now here to argue nonsense with you. One of almost 40 caps, the other is playing England under 21. The It's not the same. Stick to Prem talk here. True. Why we draw out the show over this? True. Oh, we know that actually called up the youth to play. Remember that they tried it with J-Lo and he did every time. Yeah. That did happen. Best 20 him get from Leon all season. Mad. That's good. Bailey see Rashford and Asensio, them a ball out. Man say, yo, I don't want to rub bench, you know. I don't want to rub a bench. Hold on, people, man. I look up something. Give me 1 second there, people. Smash the like button while I look up this thing here. May I try to see? Yeah, so Villa and Chelsea, people, this game very close, but in the end, I think the difference really was Martinez and the other keeper. Martinez made the big saves, and this keeper couldn't make one decent one. So 2-1 to Aston Villa. Chelsea continue to slide down that table. After a really good start this season, they're really struggling now to get any kind of consistent run of form. And Aston Villa, after having a wobble in the league, finally get a big result, 2-1 over Chelsea. And they're looking like they can make a nice push to end the season based on the acquisitions that they have made. So yeah, really good work from the Villa hierarchy there, giving Emirates some more tools to work with. The New York Times headline. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, man, he came on. He came on in like the 77th minute. I think he will play because Asensio actually plays the 10 better than Rodgers, and Rodgers don't look good wide right. Emery going to have some decision to make if Leon regain form. They can win the FA Cup. Yeah, they're in the FA Cup too. That's true. Because them play Cardiff after them play them week game this week. Yo. Big up you, Owen. What go on, bro? Was concerned for Villa when Duran left, but their attack actually look better now. Yeah, I mean, when them take off Watkins, then basically just put Rashford out inside there, so Or you can push Asensio go play up there as well if you want. So yeah, them have some options. Marlin can play up there as well. So them have I mean, the run was decent money for them because I think they were getting a little close to that, sustainability stuff. So that was a nice funds for them collect. What's going on with Cole Palmer lately? Everywhere he played lately, too hot, so he can't get cold. Yeah, he's been a little quiet for sure. He's been a little quiet for sure. Um, I don't know. I mean, he still has his moments in the game where him look like him going to do something and everything, but it's not consistent enough. If you notice, he played a slightly different role this time. He was playing off the right more so than playing through the middle. And I mean, I don't know if he looked as effective in the game. Um, but yeah, he hasn't been the Cole Palmer that we saw most of the season. For sure, he hasn't. And Chelsea had an embarrassment of riches at one point. Now João Felix gone, Mudryk suspended, Madueke injured, and they too have very little to change the game on the bench. As you can see, only Sancho came on really in an attacking area. No other changes made. So Chelsea definitely going through it right now, and they never had a formidable defense or goalkeeping situation. So tough, tough. This game was the maddest game of the week, people. 4-3. If you watch this game this morning, believe me, you'd never think this game would have done 4-3 how Newcastle they are moving at the first half. And when the second half started, it looked like it was going to be 5-1. But then once Forest started to get anything going, it was like an avalanche from Forest after that. So Forest was able to get the second goal for them in the 63rd and then had numerous near misses. I remember Milenkovic just brushed the post with a header. Murillo missed an easy header. Had a couple of opportunities, could have made it 4-3 early, like, right after Milenkovic scored the second. But they had to wait till the 90th to get the third, and then they couldn't quite find that last one, But what a tale of two halves after Hudson Odoi kind of scored against the runner play after a giveaway by Murphy. It was really good from Newcastle how they just put it on them in terms of, 1 goal, 2 goal, 3 goal, 4 goal. In an 11-minute stretch, they were up 4-1. A brace from Isak with a penalty first, then a good finish with the left foot. Got a deflection help, but, the run was very good. The timing of the pass, that made it 2-0, and then they got the penalty to make it 3-0. He converted, and then and Miley got the first goal to equalize. Lewis Hall putting it square into the box, and Miley, good composure, shot through like 4 people. Somehow the ball had eyes and got into the goal. So 4-3, 7 goals between the two teams. But of course, Newcastle with that all important fourth goal out of those 7. And as I say, it was such a two different halves. So first half, almost 3 expected goals for Forest, 1.79 for Newcastle. 2.91 for Newcastle, 1.79 for Forest. That's throughout the game. Now in the first half, 2.76 of all their expected goals and 0.22 of what Newcastle had. And then it's completely flipped in the second half. 4 big chances to none. So literally, when somebody says this game was a tale of two halves, just show them the stats and the game of Newcastle and Forest, and that will explain what you mean. If nobody don't understand that, something wrong with them. But still, this is literally the definition of that. 17 shots to 13, 5 on 5, 5 in terms of on target. Final third entries, more for Forest actually, 61 to 46 in the game. But yeah, this game right here, madness. A lot of errors, one led to a goal on the side of Newcastle. That was the Murphy mistake. Both goalkeepers struggled on the day, and it was just, like I said, a tale of two halves. More chances for Newcastle in the first, more chances for Forest in the second, but in the end, Forest's comeback fell just short, and they lost the game 4-3. Isak taking away the player of the match, but some really tough performances. Sales has been excellent. We didn't have a good day. Aina was poor as well on the day, making some mistakes, errors leading to shots and stuff. The two centre backs were still solid, even in conceding 4 goals. But yeah, Forest just left it too late in terms of coming back. But I think they actually did enough to make it 4-4 in that second half. Just couldn't quite get that fourth goal. But good, well tried. And I think, the way they played that second half is just evidence as to why they are where they are in the table. When they get going, when they find that rhythm, it's very hard to stop them on the counter attack. They're going to create their chances. So 4-3, very, very entertaining game for the neutral. And I was thoroughly entertained by this one. So 4-3 went the game to Newcastle in the morning. Then the last game of the week, people. This game was the one that a lot of us would have had high hopes for watching. That would have been Man City versus Liverpool. Now this game, was one of the ones that kind of split opinion in the predictions. Quite a few going for a draw, some going for City win, some going for Liverpool win. But in the end, Liverpool definitely showed why they are running away with this league with a, I wouldn't say dominant performance, but definitely they were the better team on the day performance, Can't take that away from them. So for this game, this was the starting lineups. Really, no Erling Haaland on the day, no Jota from the start, no Gakpo from the start. So both teams kind of went with a false nine system. Soboslai was playing that role for Liverpool, and Foden was playing that role for Man City. Now Marmoush would end up running beyond him. Curtis Jones, Diaz might run beyond, as well as definitely Salah. But basically, you could see both teams wanted to get their threats forwarding from a little deeper in the pitch. That's how they look to create. Doku, Savinho wanted to get in those situations wide. Definitely Doku in the beginning of the game was pushing back Trent. I think it was 3-4 times in a row he just got by him. But Liverpool just showed why they are where they are. I mean, Man City started the game pretty well, and then they got a corner. Brilliant set piece routine all along the ground. A pass to Soboslai, who cut it back towards the penalty spot along the ground. And the pass looked like it had eyes for Salah, because he wasn't even looking. He was just running straight to the corner flag and just tucked it around the corner. But it was well worked. And Ake had a big deflection on it, which took it away from Edison to make it 1-0. Then the second goal, brilliant pass by, and again, City after conceding did well, created a few opportunities, half chances here or there. But again, Liverpool down the line, good ball by Alexander Arnold. Salah just turns Vardy left, right, until eventually laying it off into the box to Soboslai for a cool left foot finish. And that made it 2-0. And that's really all Liverpool needed on the day. Manchester City did play well in the second half, created a few things, but just not enough. Not enough to really say, yes, we want to get back into this game. Expected goals for both teams under 1. So the defenses, didn't play badly on the day. One big chance fell to Liverpool. Man City outshot them 16-8. 5 saves made by Alisson to 2 for Ederson. Then shots on target 5-4 in favor of Man City. Let's see. Shots on target, block shots. Everything narrow for Man City. Liverpool down the flanks. And Doku side getting more of the ball. Touches in the area, City had 13 more, 40-27. Final third entries, look at that, 75 for City to only 26 for Liverpool. But, you know, Liverpool do not waste their entries. Manchester City was just in there entering and just passing the ball around, not creating anything clear cut. Konate and Van Dijk, I thought, were very good. They were pretty much cutting out every single thing. Oh, this beautiful girl for USA just scored a goal. I don't know if this is live, you know. Is it live? Two errors leading to shots by City. So still making those mistakes around the back. And that was it, man. Ake had a tough time. He only lasted 77 minutes. De Bruyne lasted 66 minutes. McAtee came on for him. Marmoush 77 and Nico Gonzalez as well came off. So City didn't do anybody any favors, as actually said them can't help themselves, so them will help we. But yeah, it was a rough day at the office for Manchester City as they went down 2-0. I think that's Liverpool doing the double over them this season as well. And yeah, Mo Salah just continues to break every record in the Premier League. I think he became the first player to have 25 plus goals and 15 plus assists in the Premier League, I think in its history. Which, yeah, because I think Henry had like 20 and 20 or something like that. But he's the first one to get 25 and 15. Wow. Or was it he's the first to get 25 and 15 twice? And I saw it on X, Squawker. Let's see if I can find the thing what made it say. Cause the man them say, yo, this is not a Mo Salah fan page, but the man just keep on breaking every record. Where is it? Yeah, see it there. I'm sure I know what I'm talking about. Well, I have to give Salah him credit, bro. Man, I go crazy this season. Alright, so see it now. Mo Salah is the first player in Premier League history to register 40 plus goal involvements in 2 different seasons. Okay. Mo Salah is the first player in Europe's top 5 leagues to be directly involved in 50 goals across all competitions in 24-25. Mo Salah has now scored and assisted in 11 Premier League games this season, the most by a player in a single season in one of Europe's big 5 leagues since Lionel Messi for Barca in 2014-15 when he had 11. Mo Salah has provided more assists in 2024-25 than any other Liverpool player has in a single Premier League campaign, 16. Mo Salah is the first player in Premier League history to score and assist in both games against the reigning champions in a season. Mo Salah is the first player to score 25 plus goals and register 15 plus assists in a Premier League season. Okay, that was it. Is this the greatest individual season in the Premier League ever? So I promise we're not a Salah fan page. He's just breaking a lot of records right now. Yeah, bro. It's you have to give the man the credit, bro. The man I play incredible this season. And it's been from the first week, no let up every week. I mean, yeah, he might have a game where he don't score or assist, but he probably do a lot of things in the game just the same. They play Marlon at 9. They're still missing Onana and Barkley and Kamara right now. They have a big squad. Yeah, they do. But when man out and injured, them put more man in the squad, which is what you're supposed to do. Cole Palmer spent too much time out with that DJ. Yeah, Phil Foden shell of himself, brother. I don't know what happened to him. Am I wrong to think we are seeing more hamstring injuries in the last 2 years? No, you're not wrong. There's more. Always Whisper doing Jason. Last I heard of any news on Whisper, he's still in recovery. Still trying to get back full fitness and get back on the pitch. I don't know if he's quite running on the grass yet or if he's still working like inside. That much I'm not sure of, but I would think he would be on the grass by now. Jason, did you see the 2-1 game on Friday? I'm not encouraged by Bowser's form. He may be on the bench soon if he doesn't get going. Yeah, the only thing going to save him BM is them not really have no other striker, Unless the coach just want to go back to him false nine style where he play midfielder striker, Mikel Arteta style. I don't know, but I think they're gonna let him play into form because they don't really have other options at striker. Who had high hopes for this one? Listen, I know you didn't, but no, you said it was reverse psychology, Chile. So you did think you want to win. You did want to win, man. You think it might happen. Title rate is over, Liverpool will be champions. Agreed, Nitro. His possession style of play outdated. They're moving the ball too slow and are vulnerable on the counter. Look, I think that Pep's the ball possession style isn't outdated. I wouldn't say it's outdated. I just feel like when they're most effective, they switch it up. So you'll see over the top passes as well, mixed in with the short passing and the possession passing. When they don't mix up and vary the game at all, that's when I think it gets a bit stale. Mohamed Salah for Ballon d'Or, yeah, can't argue that right now. We struggle to score since Haaland injured. Him alone can save us in that cursed stadium. Yeah, man. So Szoboszlai, Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson did their thing. Alisson was at 8.0, so it wasn't like City never did nothing in the game. They in the second half, I thought they were the better team. For parts of the first half, I would say they were the better team too. But it's just something about the way Liverpool's attacks turn out. It just look like something will happen more so than when Cities happen. That final product, that final pass going to be quality. Doku beat everybody in the world and then him get to the byline. I don't know if it's going to be quality. Savinho, neat, tidy, but still wanting more. And I think Foden not being at his top best is holding back City as well. Because one at a time, then we see the man go for take a shot top of the box and like Foden is somebody who I always rate in terms of striking the ball clean. And the man just scuff it, under no pressure. And I'm like, yo, that's the difference. Like him not on it like him normally on it. That's one of the differences. And De Bruyne looks like, him starting to give me the Casemiro vibes. Like, yes, you have a brilliant moment in you, but how long can you sustain those moments? I don't think you can. I really don't think you can. But yeah, that's pretty much all the 10 games this week, people, in the Prem. Liverpool, congratulations. I think you have basically won the title at this point. So big ups to you guys and congrats. Yeah, so that is it for that, people. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the updated Premier League table. See where our respective sides are residing now after week 26 of the Premier League. Some teams would have played 27 games, I think. But yeah, this was match week 26. And Southampton currently on 9 points. They have 21 losses out of 26 games. That is wow. They are really struggling. Minus 42 goal difference to go with that. Leicester City in 19th on the same points as 18th place Ipswich Town, but Ipswich Town on minus 30 and Leicester City on minus 34. They are both on 17 points. Then you have Wolves getting a little bit of breathing room after that really good 1-0 result at Bournemouth, one that most people didn't see coming. I don't think anybody did, actually. I think every single person that was in the picks this week got that one wrong. So big ups to Wolves for making all of us wrong. They got up to 22 points now, minus 18 goal difference. Then you have West Ham after their win at the Emirates over Arsenal. Another one that I think only one bad mind person got this one right. Yes. Big ups to CK. Your bad mind against Arsenal finally paid off for you. We'll see how much it paid off in the standings for this week, CK. Then we have Manchester United, who drew with Everton. They're on 30 points. So they had been on 29 for a few weeks. Now they're up to 30 and they're in 15th position. Then we have Everton in 14th. They're on 31 points. So David Moyes got them way away from the relegation zone now, 14 points clear. Then we have Crystal Palace up to 33 points now. They are in 13th position. Then we have Tottenham Hotspur up to 12th after 3 straight wins on the bounce. They're on 33 points in the league now, plus 15 goal difference. One of the the best goal difference really anywhere not outside of the top 6, and I think better than even some top 6 sides. Brentford, they're on 37 points after 2 wins on the bounce. They're up to 11th now. Then you have Fulham, 39 points. They don't know whether they want to go into the top half or the bottom half. They're not sure. They're on 39 points after a loss. They're in 10th. Then you have Brighton up to 40 points now after 2 wins on the bounce. They are up to 9th position. Aston Villa finally get a win for first one in their last 5. And now they are up to 42 points. Negative 2 goal difference though. Chelsea down to 7th now, out of Europe, right there where they stand. They have 2 losses on the bounce now, and they have dropped to 7th. Bournemouth, after that shocking defeat to Wolves at home, stay on 43 points, but still in 6th position. Then we have Newcastle up to 5th after their win over Forest. They are on 44 points, same points as Manchester City, but goal difference a bit better for Man City. They are on plus 15, Newcastle on plus 10. Then in 3rd position, we have Nottingham Forest, 47 points after their 2 losses in a row. Then we have Arsenal after being unbeaten for 15 games in the Prem, losing 1-0 to West Ham at the Emirates. In effect, killing their somewhat bleak title aspirations to begin with. Now 11 points clear is Liverpool at the top. They have played 1 more game, but even still 11 points clear. Even if you want to call that 8, if Arsenal were to win their next game, which is not a given, 8 points with about 11 to play. Quite a good position to be in if you are in the lead at that point. So Liverpool, congrats. As I said, I don't see us being able to mount any type of significant challenge to you and your gap in the table. So congrats to you. And also, I don't see Forest, City, Newcastle, any of these teams making enough of a play at this point to catch up to Liverpool. And with 27 played and only 1 game lost, I would venture to say that I wouldn't see more than at most 1 loss coming from this Liverpool team in their last 11 games. So, yeah, congrats to them. Very, very consistent this season. Arne Slot, killing the narrative of, you have to give the coaches time and this and that. I think Arne Slot just caused a lot of managers to lose their jobs faster in the future, because they're going to say, why couldn't you do what Arne Slot did, right? So Arne Slot just made a lot of managers' life difficult. And I think it's going to lose Arteta his job as well. So yeah, Arne Slot out here winning leagues and taking jobs. But big up to Arne Slot, during the preseason, I saw them play us and I say, yo, this brother tactics better for Liverpool, because it don't look as up and down and wild. The same thing you were saying about Everton keeping the 2-0 lead. Liverpool could do a class on keeping their lead in terms of how they control the tempo of the game. once they've won the game or have a lead in a game. They definitely could teach a class on that. So, yeah, Liverpool, well done to you guys. Can't take nothing from you. You really been consistent. And, yeah, over the course of the season, the winner will always rise because you have to be consistent to win a league. It's 38 games. No spells of time going to make you win no league. So, big up to Liverpool. Can't really fight nothing wanna do. I never spent a bag of money in the market and I had in a team and I kept in the team and it worked out in the end. So yes, that is one bad mind person. 11 for Liverpool, 12 for the rest. Well, 11 for Liverpool and Villa and 12 for the rest. I had hopes it just wasn't high. Who is at 15? Must be United. Yeah. Galchester. Liverpool extended their lead atop the list of the most successful football clubs in England. Yeah, I think that's 21 now on board, forget. Or something like that. Good position, yes, but with Arsenal as their main challengers is brilliant position. Especially this version of Arsenal with the players that we have right now. Never season, we will see how good this Liverpool team is. Or next season. Okay. Well, I don't think it's going to be the same team though, DJ Geeks. I think some people will not be there anymore. Trent look like he going Madrid for real. So yeah, people, make sure to smash that like button. See quite a bit of you in the building. Respect for the support on the Sunday night. Let's check in now with the FPL. See how my FPL is going this week. I was really dreading this week, because I want to make a bag of changes and never have enough transfers, and I just had a feeling this week was going to be an uphill climb. And to be honest, it never got the best for me this week. Luckily, I had some decent performance so far this season, so it wasn't the end of the world how the week went, but it wasn't the best, people, honestly. So this week I got 66 points, but now I'm, kind of in third position. I was in second last week. Biggs G had a big week this week, 96. So made up that big gap that I had over him. So he's only up on my score by 1. But the real problem is I'm a further 10 more behind Badham and Philip Clark now. So I have about a 37 point gap to first place and a 1 point gap to second. Demo, big up yourself. Haven't seen you in a while, brother, but I see you doing decent now. 88 points this week, trying to catch up. Still have a decent gap on him, but I have a pre-war go on because Demo, perennially one of the stronger players in the FPL. Duke, somehow, like a broken clock, was right this week. 92 points for Duke. And then, everybody else this week showing why they're low down the table. These people down here. But yeah, 66 points, not the best. This is how we got to that 66. I put Ryan in goal, benched Flecken. That proved to be the mistake of the week. Then I had Gabriel couldn't keep a clean sheet. Alexander Arnold kept a clean sheet. Hall didn't keep a clean sheet, but had 2 assists, and I think he got bonus points as well. Yeah, second bonus, 2 bonus points. Salah doing what Salah does. 14 points, but captain double. So 28 points for Salah. Really the only midfielder that did anything on the day. Everybody else just played their time, didn't get any goal or assist. Gakpo proved to be a terrible pickup. I think I got him because Liverpool. I got him last week because Liverpool had 2 games. Ended up not playing either game. Didn't want to waste a transfer on him because I had another player that I wanted to get rid of, which didn't work out for me. I picked up Dango. He didn't do nothing this week. So, yeah, just wasn't the right moves. Isak proving to be a bad drop now at this point. I dropped him a couple of weeks ago. And And Gakpo just picked up that injury at the wrong time because he had been producing consistently. And I figured with Liverpool's double fixtures coming up, the Gakpo for Isak trade saved me some money as well. I could spend a little more money in the midfield. But yeah, it's backfired, people, because this week, the difference between all these players and me is that they have Isak and I don't. So yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes it work out in your favor, other times it don't. Like Biggs G this week, 96 was the highest this week in the league. So Henderson, Munoz was a great pickup by him. Had a goal, clean sheet, got bonus points as well. Trent kept the clean sheet. And Boomer, who I don't have, he has Salah captain and then Isak and Wisa. So definitely, these are two strikers that I've had during this season at a point. Don't have them right now. So yeah, that hurt, people. That hurt. But you don't know, just 1 week. I still have a wild card left to play. So I can definitely utilize that coming up here. So yeah, man, it's not over yet, people. It's not over yet. But was not the best week. So let's take a look at the fantasy draft. I know we have 2 teams in the fantasy draft leagues. In this league, I still have a healthy lead, over 100 points. I got 48 points this week. Verbruggen have Hall in this league. Williams has started and Gabriel has started, but look at the bench. If I had started Mitchell and Konate, that would have been much better. Salah I have in this league. I have Salah in every league I play. Luckily, in the draft league, I got to draft him in both of the leagues I'm in. So, and then Cunha I have in both of my draft leagues as well, and he scored. So Cunha, Salah, Hall, and Verbruggen pretty much carry the points for me. And then in my other league that I'm playing in, I think I got 49, and I have a healthy lead over here as well. 49 points. I have Collins and Mitchell starting. Salah again, Cunha again, as I said. And Konate, if I had started him, it would have been better. But yeah, running away with those 2 leagues, but I'm gonna have to put in some serious work in the fantasy league to get that done. All right, so I can play my wild card now. NDI out for the favor. Vandenberg back soon, but probably won't play. And Rogers have a knock. Rough, people. So yeah, I'm gonna do some research and see what we can do for the wild card. Yeah, I might hold the wild card till another time because it makes sense to hold it because it makes sense to hold it. I think I'm going to make sure I get rid of NDI right now. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yes, people. So we're going to figure it out. Biggs G, Badaman, Philip Clark, we are forward for you. We are forward for Parson. All right, people. So we'll go through the fantasy stuff. Yeah, man, he's good, man. I heard from him the other day. I heard from him the other day still, and him good, man. Him just go through some family stuff and all these things, and yeah, him just have some personal stuff I deal with. Sign Isak or give Arteta the sack. All right, so that is it for the fantasy, people. Let me show you guys now the standings for the week, people. The standings for the week look like this. So let me get them here ready to go. All right, so week 25 standings. Biggs G. Big up yourself, Biggs G. Champion for the week. The only person this week to have a winning record at 6-4. Did not predict any of the games perfect, but 6-4. That's last week. Sorry, people. Week 26. CK. Big up yourself, CK. One of the founding members of the channel, always showing support to the channel. Only person this week with a winning record again, 6-4, and he did pick correctly the 2-2 draw between Everton and Manchester United. So big up my general CK. getting the championship trophy this week in the predictions. Jason Gooner TV, Biggs G, and Red Skull all came the closest with a 5-5 record and having one game picked correctly. Myself, I picked the Aston Villa 2-1 game. So did Biggs G. And Red Skull had the perfect score for... Wait, I don't have this right. Yo, I disrespect DOC Sports, you know. So, week 26, DOC Sports actually was tied for second. So that Red Skull should be DOC Sports. Red Skull was 4-6. So I made a typo there, people. So Jason Gooner TV, Biggs G, and DOC Sports, big up yourself. It's a Red Skull, but a DOC. So yeah, man, DOC Sports also had the 2-1 Aston Villa Chelsea game correct. So we're all three of us 5-5, and all three of us had the same game 2-1. Then Pristine also at 5-5, but did not have any correct scores. So just outside there, Pristine, good work as well. Not a losing record. Then you have Duke and Mass Sports World both at 4-6. Duke did predict also the Aston Villa game, and so did Mass Sports World. So a lot of us went for 2-1 Aston Villa, and it turned out that way. Hot Chili was 4-6 with no correct scores. Red Skull, same, 4-6 with no correct scores. And then Nitro, just above the donkey for the week, 3-7. And that one correct score, I'm telling you, if you can get a correct score, people, it might be the difference between a championship trophy or being the donkey of the week, people. So, without further ado, let us move on. Yeah, man, big up yourself, CK. Champion for the week. Good work, good work, good work. Nitro said, need to select with my brain and not the heart. Yeah, it's a tough thing to do, you know. You don't want to pick against your team, and you don't want to pick a team that you need your team need to lose and all them fools. But yeah, that will get you on this next page that I'm about to show you. So no disrespect to those who are on this page. We have two that are sharing the donkey this week, and those two are Float Management and Game Birds with a 3-7 record. No games correct. So Float Management and Game Birds, you are donkeys of the week. So Float Management was able to get the Brentford game right, the Brighton game right, and the Liverpool game right. Game Birds got the Brentford game right as well. The Brighton game as well, and the Liverpool game. So they both got the same games right and the same games wrong. So Game Birds, Float Management, 3-7. Hee-haw. You guys are the donkeys of the week. Yes, people. So don't let that deter you from taking part in the next one. The next one actually will be coming very shortly. You know, we have games Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. So we will be doing the next review show actually tomorrow night. That's Monday night. Not review, the next preview show tomorrow night, where we will preview all 10 Premier League fixtures and also predict all 10 Premier League fixtures. We'll return on Thursday night to do the EPL review show. And then the EPL will be on a slight break with the FA Cup that weekend. And then midweek back in Europe to the Champions League. And then the following weekend, the Premier League will return. So Premier League heavy this week. Take a little break, and then we're back again with the EPL content after that. Now, last week, to end off the show, when we're doing the review show, I said, why not, since we definitely follow more than just the EPL, we might not do a whole entire show dedicated to it, but at the very least, let's show these leagues their respect as well. So La Liga, this is the standings for La Liga after the weekend. Barcelona holding the lead right now. I know as far as I remember, I don't know if it's changed. Yeah, so in La Liga, it is head-to-head that really is the difference. Now, Barca does have a better goal difference anyway, but they do have the lead based on them beating Real Madrid in this season, right? Real Madrid on the same points, 54, and Atletico Madrid on 53. So we're looking at 11-point gaps in England. Look at this title race right here. You got a team in 6 points off the pace. You got a team 10 points off the pace in 5th. And then you have 3 teams 1 point apart at the top of the table. So that is a true title race. In Spain, they have 38 games just like in England. So all the teams pretty much have 13 more fixtures. And this will be intriguing to watch how this one plays out, especially since it's a 3-team race and not even a 2-team race. So that is in Spain. Then in the Serie A, this was a wild weekend as a lot of these contenders lost. Napoli lost. Napoli lost this week, which was a mad loss for them. Let's see. Wasn't there another team? Inter got the points. Okay, so I guess it was just Napoli. And Lazio drew, which was a surprise. Yeah, so 57 points. Inter Milan got the win to get back in first place, with Napoli dropping all 3 points this weekend. Atalanta only 3 points off the pace after they crashed out of the Champions League, still going strong in the Serie A. So only a 3-point gap separates 3 teams at the top of the table. Juve trying to climb up into that conversation, 8 points off the lead now after 4 wins on the bounce, so they are in good form. Lazio has been dropping points lately. They've been always in the top 4. Now they're out of the top 4 into 5th. And Fiorentina really and truly probably out of it now with 3 straight losses on the bounce. But Italy also looking intriguing for the title running. Also 38 games, so 12 games left to play in Italy. And there's a lot to be said about what's going to happen there. Then you have the Bundesliga. This is looking more like the EPL. But only an 8-point gap now, so even better than the EPL. They play 34 games in Germany, not 38. So they have another 11 games left. Leverkusen will really need a miracle if they're going to catch Bayern Munich. They'll need them to drop some points, get some help. But yeah, this one is an 8-point gap with 11 to play. Then that's Germany. Now let's check Ligue 1. I think this one is also too wide at this point. Marseille definitely letting PSG run away with this one. They are now 13 points behind. This is another 34-game league, so 11 games left to play. Nice now hot on Marseille's heels for that second spot, and Lille not far off on 41, Monaco on 40. So, PSG probably have won the title as well. Marseille will be playing for that second automatic Champions League spot. They don't want to let Lille get any closer to them. Typically a team that's in the Champions League from France as well. So this should be a nice run-in for those second places, but I do think PSG will be taking home this league title this season. So yeah, that is some of the leagues around the world, the top 5: England, Italy, Germany, France. So yeah, that is pretty much it for all the standings so far around the world. You know, MLS started back up this week, so a lot of our CONCACAF players, we got to see them playing. I think the championship starts up pretty soon as well. We have the second leg for that CONCACAF Champions Cup match. If Inter Miami can get that done, then it will be confirmed that Cavalier will be facing Inter Miami. I don't know if you guys saw some footage of the field, but some people were worried that even if they do play Inter Miami, maybe they don't send the people that we want to see. Actually, say at least me never get donkey. No, you never get it. You never get it. Bless up Nitro. You think the regulars U20 will win tomorrow? Ooh, BM, that's a tough question. I won't say if I think they'll win or lose, but I will say if I had to give it a percentage, I would say based on what I've seen so far, I would give it 60-40 to Nicaragua, to be honest. I think we have some physical attributes that can work, but I just feel like the football always outweigh the physical stuff. So if Nicaragua can play the passing patterns I've seen them playing and stuff, they're going to create opportunities. But like I said, we have the athleticism around the back, so maybe some opportunities that Nicaragua were able to get against other teams, our athleticism alone will let us track back and tackle the people, and. But we're going to be under some serious pressure, and we're going to have to be switched on all the way. Like our City gone home, Barcelona or Inter hopefully goes on to win the UCL now. Okay, those are the two you would like to see win it. I could see Barca winning it, but I don't know if Inter could win it. I guess they could. I don't think them defense quite as stingy as they were last couple seasons though. Maybe deja vu again. The U17 girls got knocked out by Nicaragua. No, it was El Salvador. Oh yeah, the U17 girls did get knocked out by Nicaragua, and they were playing at home just like this. So yeah. I don't know why when I read that I was thinking U17 boys. I guess it was a little more recent. But yeah, the U17 girls wasn't that long ago either. It was like what? Like January or something. But yeah, people, that's about it, Check everything. We check some leagues going on. Yeah, I feel bad star. I haven't done much content surrounding the reggae girls, the U17s, but the timing of the game's just been horrible for me. Tomorrow going to be horrible as well, because it's too early in the day. So I'll probably just have to do my next reasoning time episode, which will probably be either Tuesday night or Wednesday during the day. I'll probably that will be like a strictly girls program where I'll talk about the reggae girls game, U17 girls, U20 girls, how they've been looking this tournament. As a matter of fact, I'm about to watch the when the show is over, I'm about to turn on the Nicaragua games because I haven't watched Nicaragua play. I saw highlights and stuff, but I want to actually watch the games. I saw some of one of the games, but I want to go back and watch the I don't know which one I'll watch back, but I want to watch back one in full and just see how them look in all the phases and everything. So I can give a better assessment about it. But I know we'll play tomorrow at 4, so maybe I need to take a crack at one of these shorter videos, Just make a little video with the tactics pad and tell you my team I'm want to start and them something there. But I'm not promising nothing people because I don't really know if we do them things so good. And I feel like if I'm going to put out short form videos, we need for kind of, They say, miss who the donkey was float. I think you want to see, You sure you want to see float? All right, me show you. Yeah, man, big up Pristine. CK, Pristine, I big up for your winnings. But I wait for your comment float. That's why I'm saying, you sure? You sure you want me to show you? At least, you share it this week, You and somebody else were excellent at being bad. So yeah, 3-7. No game selected right. I know there was one other person with a 3-7, But Nitro get where because he had the 2-all Everton Man U game. So he missed the donkey, I say I give game birds. Yeah, no, but it look like them weekend when this happened, I forget a video with 2 donkey. I forget a 2 donkey video. So you can actually, Yeah, people, but fixtures this week coming up should be nice, man. Some decent fixtures. Brighton, Bournemouth should be good. Palace hosting Villa. It's another good one. Is Fulham going to turn up against Wolves? I don't know. Brentford, Everton should be good. 2 teams on decent form. United and Ipswich. You never know. Forest hosting Arsenal. I feel sorry for Arsenal in that game there. Spurs and Man City. Both of these teams capable of scoring 4, and both of them capable of conceding 4. So I don't know. Liverpool, Newcastle, that's probably the game of the week. And then you have West Ham and Leicester, because Newcastle is our next team where turn up a lot of time against these bigger teams, you know. Yeah, man. So Liverpool, Newcastle, especially banging 4 pass, Forest, but then conceding 3 and looking like he might concede 4. So I'll probably give Liverpool the definite advantage there at Anfield. And then one game Thursday, West Ham versus Leicester. Ruud van Nistelrooy can't afford any more 4-3, 4-0, 5-0, man. So let's see how that goes. But we'll be back tomorrow night, people. And tomorrow night we're gonna do the full preview of the. Yes, I get the donkey a little water. Yeah, man, I float, and Game Bird's responsible for feed the donkey, you know. So if you call the authorities, call it upon them. Because this ain't my donkey, I feed them one. But anyway, people, respect and thanks for tuning in. All the people them with stick around for the show. Really do appreciate it. Definitely your involvement make the show flow a lot smoother and nicer. All the people them with show up to see a meltdown. Sorry, I couldn't provide that to you. As I said, I'm a seasoned Arsenal fan at this point, so this is not something that would make me melt down. You know, I was melting down more on January 31st when it was about to be the end of the window and my team did absolutely nothing. So what happens in the season after that, we do absolutely nothing. So my worry right now is that we're going to have too many games left to stay in even the places that we need to stay in to go to the Champions League next year. But let's see, we have to take it 1 week at a time. I saw Saka in some pictures on the field with players, so that's a good sign. Maybe he'll actually return sooner rather than later. And yeah, he's just one player, but he's one very, very important player. So I would like to think when he comes back, you know, obviously we'll be playing better football. So let's see. It will be too little too late for the title, but we still need to secure that Champions League because obviously if you aspire to get the best players possible, you need to have Champions League to offer them. So people, that is it. I have no more to go. This was a very difficult show to do, even though I kept my cool. I still really, really upset about how this season turned out. But we have nobody but ourselves to blame. Arsenal hierarchy. We did not do the things necessary to keep the pace with the teams to challenge for this damn title. If all your attackers are injured, you need to buy some attackers or loan some attackers or do something. We did nothing. And what happens this season? Another season of nothing in the Premier League. All right, people, big up on yourself. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And I don't even have no line for you now. Sure, it's over.